Oh, yes, the dreams.
Bad dreams, huh?
That's been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Are these dreams gonna happen a lot?
It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Any others?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we stopping?
Never mind, let's
As you
keep
wish.
moving. I think it's better if I talk to him after, I
What do you
get to
need?
know him better, or give him gifts.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
No harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
He saved you by sending
Yes.
you to the tower.
I know. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead? I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the tide. It sounds so strange. I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to
I'd
Hiver
like
when
that.
you go.
So would he, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
This made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fenwick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free
Wonderful.
to stay. Just mind your
Thank the
business.
gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. You should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Enchantments.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
I want to see your wares,
I'm
but
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
we have a discount? Okay. Mage. Okay, that would be good for me. There's a chastity belt. should save. Hmm. Alright.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Mm-hmm. Back to saving.
I could get used to this, you know.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Okay.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know.
I am impressed. My thanks.
I await your command. At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees. Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be.
Mm-hmm.
I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
I can't imagine Fleming
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Flemeth was right, no doubt.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Wait. Those are difficult.
Perhaps, but they were necessary still. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Okay. Going back to Stan, he trusts me a little bit better.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected. You're welcome. Speak then.
That's enough for
Then
now.
I suggest we move on.
Let's go.
As you wish.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
I knew
But
him
here
for
I
a day.
am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What did he promise you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered, to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Orland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Just tell me what I need to
Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
All right.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing me? Wait.
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
It was just a warning.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
I love him.
I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Really?
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
I love that he's just gagging.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
That is so mean. Alistair, you're mean. I'd never feed you
It's
another.
not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
I love my dog. Oh, I love Sparky.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Why doesn't he share his food with me? I think he thinks you need more meat on your bones. The thought that counts, he means well.
You are welcome to this if you really want it. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift.
I just did.
Aww.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Aww. That dog is too smart for his
He
own.
is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
I love her. I'm just gonna watch them. I'm just gonna watch. Oh my
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Sten approves. Yeah. Ah. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? Alright, have fun then. I love that I can actually understand Sparky just a tiny bit. Good luck with that then. Have fun, my little adorable puppers. I just want to pat him on the head. He's so cute. I want to love on him. He's so great. Pet Sparky. I get to pet Sparky. Oh, he's on his back. Oh, I'm going to rub his belly. Yeah. Oh, I'm such a dog person.
Something I can help with? What is meant by someone like me? And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique, because then they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no? Flatterer. I, however, did not take vows, and so perhaps I am not as enigmatic. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Yes, I got more approval from Liliana. Right now, she's one of the easiest people to.
The stars are out. It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
I don't know many stars.
Well, I will tell you this one. A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So
Aww.
earnest was her plea, that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens,
Aww.
where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love.
Aww.
They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Aww. I'll never look at
This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action.
Aww.
Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist? I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
I'm secretly a terrible romantic, Liliana. Please forgive me.
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
I'm a secret softie, Liliana. Don't tell anyone.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer. I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
Mm-hmm. Two.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes
true.
I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you so watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
I love romantic stories. Oh, I'm a sucker. You never have to feel. You don't have to feel afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader, and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
Man. Man, I am not good with this. You're cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
Yes, totally. You 100%. Man, this is too early for romance, but
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible
Oh, chivalry is so dead. Making the lady spill her guts like that. Yes, I am fond of you and I care about you. And let's go about our business before the others suspect something.
Settled then.
I'm here for you.
Nothing of mine. Oh. I love Liliana. First time doing Liliana's thing.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
And there you have it.
Enchantment. So happy. Okay. Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Fine choice.
Yes.
Should probably go in that direction. Might be a good idea.